And getting through that process of that mileage, the last 2 miles were quite possibly the hardest miles of the whole run.
How bad?
Just brutal. It was like the terrain. It basically, what did we have? Dark. Do you mean darkness? Like pitch black. We're in John O'Groats. There's nothing there. Just you had starlight. And that was it. And Sonny James wasn't there, so I didn't realise he'd gone back to pick up Katerina and the girls to come and meet me. The other interesting thing, because I was I was saying I was running in 10-mile markers. When it got to 100 miles, I programmed in John O'Groats, and it was 100 miles. And that 100 miles felt like the 10-mile markers. The 65 miles felt like, I've got the 10K to go and do. And you could see it chipping away. But those, again, the last 2 miles felt like almost like the last 2 miles of each day. The last 2 miles are always very interesting for me, you know. And then I get to the last mile, and then it was like, smile for the last mile. This is great, you know. And then the kids did the last 500 yards with me.
Okay, but the very last 2 miles were hard.
They were harsh. I mean, I think coming into 3 miles, because there was no one there and it was just dark, it was really dark. I had a tiny little head torch on, which was more about alerting traffic. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you'd have these cars just tearing past. But going into the conversation about the compliance and stiffness and wearing a blindfold, the incredible thing is you have no idea what you're running on. And so I was just pulling my feet. But then James arrived, and so he's behind me like those last 2 miles, and then I started to see it, and then you could see what I was running on. And then it changed. It became, this is brutal. Like,
interesting.
It was like almost every part of it hurt. The ankle started triggering, the mind games, the conversation again, and then it was like, okay, I've been here, you know, how many times for 30 days now, you know, and it's still there. You know, and then it's how quickly you can get out the cave, how quickly you can resolve that, I think, which is all mind. I think the body's simply a vessel for the mind. That's the way I see it. And again, once you understand that, then it's a far easier journey.